I've always loved the night. It always seemed so quiet and peaceful. No children screaming with delight, no dogs barking, just pure silence. Around 10 p.m. every night, everyone in my street had gone inside, and all was left was a thick gray fog. It was a kind of fog you experience in a horror scene within film or a game. It just always seemed so supernatural to me. No one else ever thought so. So one early morning, around 1:30 a.m., after hours of broken sleep and unpleasant dreams, I decided to get up for some warm cocoa. I slumbered down the stairs, hit light switch in my kitchen, grabbed the tub of cocoa and made myself a drink. After the delicious cocoa, I placed my cup gently in the wash bowl, flicked the lights off, and went back upstairs. I was just getting into bed when all of a sudden I felt an urge to check outside my window. I've never felt this before. It just felt so right. I hurried over to the hypnotic curtains and slowly pulled them apart. The warmth of my house and the frost of the winter outside had caused my windows to steam up. So I grabbed the curtain and swiped at the window, creating a visible cut for me to faintly see through. I rubbed my eyes and peered through into oblivion, just expecting the only lamppost on my street corner and the darkened road. But that's when I saw it. Saw him. A slender silhouette of a figure near the lamppost, staring right at me, knowing I was there, knowing I was going to look. He just stood there, no movement. Just his face fixed in my direction, looking deep into my soul. I tried pulling myself away, but I couldn't. It was something about him that just wanted me to stay there. The lamppost light flickered and the slender silhouette had vanished. I then pulled myself away from the window where I was once glued to, closed the curtains, and fell to my pillow, eyes wide open. I woke up again in a cold sweat, again from broken sleep. I glanced around at the clock, checking for the time. 4:30 a.m. I dragged myself from my beloved bed and put on some jogging bottoms and a jumper. I hurried downstairs and grabbed my running shoes, slipped them on, ran outside, and locked the door behind me. I then slowly turned around, staring into the early morning darkness. I start jogging down my street. It's a general safe area, so I'm not too afraid to do these things so early in the morning. I slowly open the gate to my local park, and then that's when I see him again. The same slender character in the thick fog, under a lamppost, only this time, he's facing the opposite direction. The jolt of memories started to flood back about figures staring at me this morning. With that in mind, I slowly backed away, making sure I didn't make contact with any objects so I couldn't alert the follower. I took a few steps back, when suddenly the silhouette spins a perfect 180 degrees, staring right at me. At the angle he was standing under the faulty lamppost, I was only able to catch the bottom half of his face. I'll never forget what I saw. A cracked smile, his face fixated in my place, watching my every move. I backed away slowly. I then turned around and started walking with a quick pace back down my street, not turning back, in fear of him being there. I fumbled around in my pocket, searching my keys. I grabbed them and scrambled for my door lock. I opened the door and then took a quick take over my shoulder. I had to double take, for the image I saw was far too imaginary. The figure was stood under the same lamppost, only this time I could see his face, two blackened eyes and that devilish grin. I've never looked out my window again, in fear that the same figure is there for me, waiting, standing, smiling.